Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Leading him out will be DeShone Kizer, the former second-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft at quarterback. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2 quarterback out of San Jose State. It's David Fales.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Kizer. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Kaiser, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive, and the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
15, 1. 15, 1. Coming after you. And stick.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. And now the offense for Detroit.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Back near his goal line, Kaiser. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on second down, Kaiser. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw here, Kaiser. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the draw, here's Williams.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Moncrief. A gain of 37. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Kaiser. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 39, fails. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Down. 10 Lobo. Let's go.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 30 base. You ain't got nothing. 5.
Now fails. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Johnson. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Throwing his fails. Jones has it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He completes it to Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. Open man is Allison, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Kaiser now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Kaiser, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Devon Kennard coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Kaiser now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield. Fails. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ready? 15.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mike Daniels able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. James has it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Kaiser. And he will find the open man as Jamon Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To the air again, Kaiser. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll throw again. Kaiser. Moncrief brings it in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Kaiser now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. From the 30 on second down, Kaiser. This is caught by Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get Crosby is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game has been Deshaun Kaiser, who's led the charge. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Hard to believe, but 6 weeks of the NFL schedule will have come and gone by the conclusion of this one. But coming up Thursday night, a good one to kick off Week 7. Kansas City and Denver from up at Mile High. Kickoff at 8:20 Eastern, 6:20 local there in the midst of the Rockies. And they start the second half with Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 27, fails, sliding up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass, and when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll set up a throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. James has got it. Complete. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now back to throw. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's James. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
1st down, Kaiser. And Graham's got it, complete. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right.
On 1st down, Williams. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Again, it's Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Williams. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Williams trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Kaiser.
Perfectly designed.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Set. 15 line. 15 line.
Defense. Let go, defense.
Defense. Defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught by Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Za'Darius Smith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Prater's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Packers now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing his fails. He completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now fails. And his throw is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On the ready.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Fails. This complete to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll get this out wide to Allison. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now Kaiser. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. His second sack of the night.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he fires one incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Moncrief brings it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They'll run it with Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Crosby puts it through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He's back to throw. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They'll look to throw. He finds Riddick, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
Go to 91.
On the ground, this is Johnson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Back to throw. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
We got three.
One final shot for Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters.